Hello, my friends. Hi, it's Miss Lacey. I'm here with another story for you. Before we get started, would you like to say hi to Mr. Wayne Bissey? Yeah, let me go grab him for you. Everyone say, hi, Wayne. Oh, bye, Wayne. Good boy. All right, today I've got a story to help keep you healthy. It's called Germs Make Me Sick. It's by Melvin Berger and it's illustrated by Marylin Hafner. And we've got a picture right here. Let's take a look at it. We've got a little girl here and she's coughing. You can see she's got a little red nose, so she's not feeling so good, and she's coughing, and all this spit is flying out of her mouth. And look at this boy. Oh, he's trying to shield himself, but is that going to help very much? No, she is spitting all over that boy. And these kids are looking on, and they're like, ugh. Yeah, is that how we're supposed to cough? Let's do a quick reminder. If we have to cough or sneeze, what do? Dab, right? If you have to cough or sneeze, you dab. Put your face into your elbow because that helps to catch most of what's spraying out of your mouth and nose. And we don't rub the inside of our elbow on a whole lot of things. We use our hands for a lot, but not our inside of our elbow. Let's see if we can learn more really healthy tips on how to keep ourselves safe from germs. He's sick. Oh. Germs make me sick. Oh, here we got some germs. They say, we're coming to get you. And the kitty cat says, go away. Oh, it's a little Wayne cat. All right. Here we go. Hurry or you'll be late for school. Rise and shine. Kitty cat says, he's sick as a dog. Oh, it's a little Wilson cat. You wake up one morning, but you don't feel like getting out of bed. Your arms and legs ache. Your head hurts. You have a fever. And your throat is sore. I'm sick, you say. I must have caught a germ. Everyone knows that germs can make you sick, but not everyone knows how. Yeah, we hear about germs, but are they great big bogey monsters stomping around to get you? Or are they invisible? Ooh, here we go. 1,000 germs, that banner says. Wow and cool. Germs are tiny living things. They are far too small to see with your eyes alone. In fact, a line of 1,000 germs could fit across the top of a pencil. That's what she's doing. She's showing this is the top of a pencil, and 1,000 germs could be right there. That's so small. There are many different kinds of germs, but the two that usually make you sick are bacteria and viruses. When we're talking about germs, those are the things that we care about. Under a microscope, some bacteria look like little round balls. Others are as straight as rods. Still others are twisted in spiral shapes. A microscope helps us to see things that are so small. Viruses are far tinier than bacteria. So we already know that bacteria is small. Viruses are even smaller. Some look like balls with spikes sticking out on all sides. Others look like loaves of bread or like tadpoles. There are even some that look like metal screws with spider legs. Oh, so many different ways that bacteria can look and viruses can look. They're so diverse, just like people and animals. Bacteria and viruses, they're diverse too. They're living things. Germs, such as bacteria and viruses, are found everywhere. They're in the air you breathe, in the food you eat, in the water you drink, and on everything you touch. They're even on your skin and in your body. Yeah, bacterias aren't all bad. Some of them are beneficial. Some of them help us. They live with us. They live inside our intestines and help us digest our foods. There's lots of different living things that help us in so many different ways. So not all of them are bad. So why should we be worried? This little girl Notice this boy, he's just eating a cookie in the middle of this public grocery store. She says, you should wash your hands before you eat that. He's been touching on this shopping cart. And then he touched some food and put it in his mouth. That means whatever was on that shopping cart is now in his mouth. Although germs are all around, they do not always make you sick. Many germs are not harmful. Also, your body keeps out harmful germs most of the time. Your skin blocks the germs. As long as there are no cuts or scratches on your skin, germs can't get in. See, here we are. We're pretending that this is your skin, and it's fighting back all the germs, saying, you won't get in. And the germs are underneath, and they're saying, we'll find a way, foiled again. Urgh. Yeah, so long as your skin is feeling healthy, it's going to do a good job of battling back a lot of the icky nasties that are in our world. But is our skin always perfectly healthy? No, we get boo-boos, don't we? Sometimes we get scratches and scrapes. Sometimes we get sunburned. There are lots of ways that we can accidentally damage our skin, and that might mean that germs and bacteria, they can get in. Your nose helps too. It is lined with tiny hairs. The hairs catch many of the germs you breathe in. They push them back out. Yeah, I don't know if you know anybody who has a hard time remembering to keep their fingers away from their noses. Sometimes some friends like to go digging up into their nose and they find little bogeys. And they think, nom nom. But what are those bogeys? Are they healthy food? Is your face a farm? No, your face is not a farm. It does not make food. Your nose hairs and all of the mucus and things that's inside your body was trying to catch those germs to keep them out. So if you go up there and grab them and try and eat them, well, now you're just inviting them right on in. Those nose bogeys, they are definitely tiny little boogie monsters. And they can get you sick. Leave them alone. If you've got something up in there, put it in a tissue. Get a tissue for your issue. The inside of your mouth and throat is always wet. Germs often get stuck there and they don't go any further. Yet some germs do slip in every once in a while. Your friend has a cold. Oh, there she goes. Yick. She sneezes, germs fly out, you breathe the air, and some of her germs may get into your lungs. If you have to sneeze or cough, what do? Dab. And if you know that you're sick and you have to go out and you don't think you're going to be able to stop yourself from barking out a cough, we have masks for that, right? Yeah, we have masks. We have many different kinds of masks for many different sizes and shapes of faces. So there's no reason for this little girl to be sneezing and coughing out and spitting on everybody when we have ways to help prevent that. We know where to put our coughs and sneezes, and if we can't quite do it in time, we have masks. They're very inexpensive. Talk to your grown-up about getting a mask that's the right size and shape for you. So that way you can go to the grocery store and other places. So then if you do suddenly sneeze, the mask catches most of it and it doesn't end up on everybody else. You take a sip of your cousin's soda. Her germs are on the straw. A few of the germs may now get into your stomach. We don't share drinks. I know we think, oh, they look healthy, so that means I'm going to be fine. But maybe they just got over something that was really big and gross, and they're starting to feel better, so you don't notice they don't feel well. If you drink that, you're drinking in all their nasties. You're drinking in their spit and their germs. That's gross. If you want to try the drink that they have, ask if there's another can. You're riding a bike. You fall and scrape your knee. Germs from the ground may get under your skin. But even when harmful bacteria and viruses get into your body, you don't always get sick. That's because your body has ways to fight germs. This doggy gives some good advice, though. He says that will have to be cleaned thoroughly. When you fall down and scrape up your skin, we need to wash it with soap and water. That's all you need. You don't need any hard chemicals. Just a little soap and water will help it get healed up real nice and quick. And then if it's still bleeding, put on a Band-Aid to help offer some more protection. The white cells in your blood go after any germs that sneak in. Usually these cells kill the germs before they can do any harm. Yeah, if we're bleeding, we see the red cells. We don't really see the little white cells, and they're in there fighting. Here's the white blood cell, and there's a red blood cell. These guys are helping us. The white blood cell eats the harmful germs. It grabs onto them and destroys them. Antibodies look something like this. Here are the antibodies, and they're attacking the germs. Fascinating. Your blood also has special proteins that attack germs, and those are called antibodies. The white blood cells and antibodies don't always get rid of the germs, though. Some germs stay in the body and make you sick. They're doing the best they can. But you need to help your body too by making sure you're taking care of your body. You're keeping it safe. There's some simple tricks to try and help, right? Making sure that you're not licking on everything that you find, making sure you're not sharing drinks with others, making sure you're cleaning up your boo-boos after you've fallen. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. These are ways that you can help your body. What if the germs in your body are bacteria? They quickly start to multiply. Each one becomes 2 new bacteria. Then they become 4, and so on. And in a few hours, there may be millions of bacteria in your body. Yeah, bacteria, they like to grow and breed. They start taking over that space. Nom nom, eating everything that they can. The bacteria give off waste products, and some of these wastes are poisons, and those can damage or kill the cells that make up your body. When enough cells are harmed, you start to feel sick. Oh, so there we are. Somebody got hurt and is feeling not well. And here we've got the school nurse, and she says, "Yes, Mrs. Smith, I'm afraid Janie isn't feeling very well." Yeah, Janie's probably going to have to miss a little bit of school so she can go to the doctor and figure out what's up. When you start feeling not great, it's time to visit the doctor. You may have pains and aches, or run a fever, or break out in a rash. You may cough or sneeze or throw up. These signs tell you that cells are being damaged or killed in your body. Oh, this poor kid is covered in spots. He's gotten sick. The kitty cat says, "Oh, he looks like a leopard. He's covered in spots." Some bacteria give off poisons that stay close to the bacteria. Bacteria in your mouth are like that. Their poison attacks only your teeth and causes cavities. It does not go to other places in your body. Oh, here's the dentist, and the dentist discovered it. He says, "Too many candy bars, Nancy." The bacteria likes eating sugars that are sitting around in your mouth. So I'm guessing Nancy hasn't been brushing her teeth properly. You got to scrape off all that nasty crud so that way they don't start eating your teeth. Earaches and boils on the skin can also be caused by bacteria whose poisons stay in one place. Other bacteria give off poisons that move around the body. One kind of bacteria lives in the lungs, but it gives off poisons that are carried around in the blood. And these bacteria may give you a headache or a sore stomach. Here we see the inside of our body. Don't worry, it's just pretend, but it gives you an idea of how our body looks from underneath our skin. We've got all these veins, and they connect all over in our bodies, up through our heart, up into our head. And you know what? If one part gets sick, sometimes it can travel along these little highways all around in your body, and it can affect other areas. The kitty cat says the heart pumps the blood through the lungs and to all parts of the body. Oh, the mice say, "How did he get so smart?" Well, I guess he studied and listened, didn't he? Still, other bacteria have poisons on the outer coats, and when they touch different cells, their poisons hurt or destroy them. And as those cells die, you feel sick. "Oh, you don't look too well, Jeff," says Grandpa. Jeff's trying to feed the birds. He doesn't feel well. And Tiger says, "That boy looks sick." Yeah, here he has a nice fun day, but he can't enjoy it because he's feeling sick. His body is fighting something off. What if the viruses get into your body? Viruses are different from bacteria. They don't give off poisons. Each virus forces its way into a body cell, and it disappears inside. For a while, nothing seems to be happening. Then suddenly, the viruses break out of the cell. Hundreds of new viruses tumble out. Each virus finds another cell and digs its way in. Then these cells pop open and more viruses pour out, and soon there are millions of viruses in your body. Oh, no wonder we feel sick. There's just so many. The viruses spread out. As they do, you feel worse and worse. Viruses bring you colds and the flu, measles, mumps, and chickenpox, and lots of other illnesses. Though bacteria and viruses can make you sick, you usually begin to feel better after a day or two. Your body has beaten back the germs. Oh, here's our friend who was sick in the nurse's office. Mom says Jenny will be out to play in a few days. How nice. Her friends are bringing some flowers to help brighten her day. Are they walking inside and hanging out with Jenny? If you know somebody is sick, give them some space. Pretend that they have a bubble over them and you have a bubble over you. Give that space. That helps to make sure that we can keep each other safe. At times, though, you feel very sick or you stay sick for days. That's when you need to see a doctor. Doctors try to find out which germs are making you sick. What hurts, they ask. Let's take a look. Mom says, he's just not himself, doctor. The doctor says, well, we'll soon have him feeling fine again. Doctors aren't scary. They're our helpers. Sometimes they have to give us medicine, and sometimes that medicine doesn't taste great. Or sometimes we need to have a vaccine, and that pokes. We don't like that sharp feeling. But their job is to help us. So if something goes wrong, they usually know the answer. Perhaps they swab your throat with cotton. Then they send the cotton with the germs on it to a lab. Or they might take a few drops of blood from your fingertip or arm, and that also goes to a lab to be tested. This scientist says the doctor needs this as soon as possible. Look at that. They're going to get this solved. Your doctor gets a report from the lab, and it tells whether the germs are bacteria or viruses. If bacteria are making you sick, the doctor usually prescribes some drug. The drug will either kill the bacteria or stop them from growing. Yes, doctor, we'll have it ready to be picked up, says the pharmacy. Isn't that nice? The doctor sends a prescription right away, so all you have to do is pick it up and take the medicine and you'll start feeling better. Doctors do not yet have drugs to cure diseases caused by viruses, but they can give you shots to prevent some of those diseases. It's okay, Sarah. This will only take a minute. Oh, nobody likes getting stabbed. That doesn't feel good, does it? But it's a teeny tiny little owie, which is way better than being super duper sick, right? We don't have to get shots every day usually, just when we need them. If you do get sick with a virus, the doctor may give you some medicine anyway. It won't cure you, but it might help you feel better or protect you against bacteria that might make you even sicker. Oh, this boy is not looking forward to swallowing that pill. Swallowing pills can sometimes be tricky. Sometimes you think, oh, maybe I'll choke. But there are different tricks you can try to help it go down. Dad gave him some juice. One way to help is to put it on your tongue and then drink the juice down, and that'll help it all swallow. When germs make you sick, your doctor might tell you to stay in bed. Bed rest makes it easier for your body to fight the germs. So do eating and drinking healthy foods and drinks. So here's the puppy. He says the kids want to know when you're coming out. Oh, yeah, it can be hard to stay in bed, especially sometimes when you start getting bored and you have a surge of energy. You might want to go wandering around the house and playing your favorite games. But that's burning up energy that your body actually needs right now to fight germs. So stay in bed when the doctor says so. I know it's not easy, but we got to work hard to take care of our bodies so that way we can have more fun later. Once you are well, you want to stay that way. And there are lots of ways to keep healthy. Oh, look at all these friends. Now they're all so healthy. They're playing together. Come along, girls, says the teacher. Here are some rules for good health. 1, stay away from anyone with a cold or the flu. If you see their nose oozing, you don't need to be rubbing up on them. We don't need to be giving them lots of close hugs and kisses, right? Give them space. Bubble. Remember that. Give them a bubble. Okay? Wash your hands with soap and warm water to get rid of germs. Don't just splash your hands in water. That soap helps to remove the germs from your skin. 3, eat good, healthy food. I know that sugary snacks taste great, but they don't have everything that our body needs to help make the cells necessary to help fight back germs. Eat the good stuff. 4, brush your teeth after meals. Well, not immediately after meals. Not right away. You don't want to be scraping off any of your tooth enamel. But make sure you brush your teeth twice a day. Brush when you wake up, brush when you go to bed. And if you can do it, try flossing too. That helps to get rid of any extra bits that might be stuck. 5, get plenty of rest. Staying up late is fun because you feel like you're giving yourself more time to play. But then that's not a lot of time for your body to heal up. Sleep is one of the most important times for your body to heal everything that's going on. Give your body that chance to fight those germs. 6, do some exercise every day. Your body needs to move. That's part of what helps to keep it healthy. Make sure you're moving around. We're not just sitting and playing video games. There are other ways to play. Go outside. Run around. See if you can pick flowers or find as many pine cones as you can. Look for strange bugs. Maybe see if you can borrow a camera and take pictures of different things. Go and move your body. 7, visit your doctor and dentist regularly for checkups. Your doctor and your dentist, they take notes on how you're doing, so they'll be able to tell if something is slowly going wrong. You might not notice that the back tooth in your mouth is starting to have some problems because maybe it doesn't hurt yet, but your dentist can look in there and see, and they'll know that, hey, that tooth wasn't green last time, and they can try and help you fix it. 8, be sure to get the shots you need. Shots, sometimes they're called jabs. Those are your vaccines, and it's important to stay vaccinated. Talk to your family and your doctor about the vaccines that you need to help make sure you stay as healthy as can be. Germs do make you sick sometimes, but you can help yourself be fit as a fiddle all the rest of the time. Yeah, look at them. They're having a great time outside. And as long as they remember how to take care of themselves, they can stay well. All right, well, that was a helpful book, wasn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. Did you learn anything? Well, hopefully you already knew a lot of these things. But if you forgot some, that's okay. And if you did learn something new, share that with your family and friends and help them learn too. Let's make sure everyone we know and love stays healthy. All right. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys again next time, okay? Bye-bye.